What's the voice note? He's probably mad at me or whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, but last week. Ne? First and foremost, so sorry I did not do the video last week. As promised, we're supposed to get to Sunday edition, and if Menanga because I had a last minute client who booked me on Monday, and I could not concentrate for the life of me on anything to do with a YouTube video, and also with a balloon class. I have so many people. I posted it on the 16th of April if you missed it, and now everyone's just asking, okay, how much you saved that date? Dololo Ulwando, because hey, I just couldn't get around to it. So this week I wanna do all of that. Figured let's just do a whole day vlog, right? But then I was gonna do that, realized my memory card, the other one that I have is too small, so I had to go buy a new one. So now I just got back in, and I'm so livid. I went to go meet up with someone, one of my guys. Okay, so I'm going through the moves right now with two guys in my staff. You know, and I was talking to some colleagues, like people I see, like my big brother and my big sister in like the industry, and they both have been like, Lando, you need to be firm. You need to like make decisive decisions. You need to either they're in or they're out, or if they wanna, you know. So this is me now saying, let's meet up for breakfast, let's go talk, like, you know, must then understand what exactly what is the problem. If it's me, but like must hate. I waited there. First it was 30 minutes late, and then I waited until 10 because his phone died. It was outside, like it was a mess. Eventually I left, but luckily as I went out, he was, because he had seen my car, so he was waiting close to my car, and had a word or two with him, gave him his contact and said, dude, I'm phone there, and yeah, make a decision. But like the thing that pissed me off was the fact that I had to sit there and wait. Like, why can't we all respect people's times, guys? Like, I woke up so early, I did everything. It's Valentine's Day today, you understand? And there I was eating breakfast alone at Wimpy. Do you know how that is? Worst, I actually bought him breakfast, and they made it, so I had to take it, but I gave it to security guys. So anyways, good right. In engine, and I've settled on this for the bay, right? Got him a 16 something because I didn't have the smaller packs, but yeah. And then we got him a little gift for Valentine's Day, so that will be my bay's Valentine's Day gift. Let's go settle into my office. Let me just take all my life here, then I can settle down. You can get on with everything. You know, as a space like Aperoni, it's not like fully set up yet. Like, I don't have a table. I feel like that's the first thing I want to really invest on. But the way I just feel like when I'm here, not like working in a room, I'm so like grounded. Like, I think it's because one flavor with TV, the automatic thought of my lighted TV. So as call up, guys, Valentine's Day came. So he went out to the gym at like 5:30. So when I was getting my daughter ready, he came in and like, so I think he probably stashed him in the car. And then look at this. So me and my daughter get Valentine's Day gifts. I'm so stoked. So we'll do an unboxing and see what me and my daughter got. But before that, again, let me quickly settle down, because I want to plug you guys on this thing called Google Business of Google. Okay, one of the things that I'm also doing this year is having terms of contracts, terms of employment with my guys, right? I realized that a lot of the mishaps and the issues and the complaints, or the things that I wasn't happy with, were not more than buying like yabo, but it was a failure in communication on my part. I assumed a lot of things. You know, and also, you know, when you employ they're always very quick to say, I can, oh no, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. But then when now problem. So I spent the greater part of my holidays drafting. December one, just going through it's not even like a real, no, it is a contract, it's real, but it's not like an HR standard one. It's just a guidelines. It's a, you coming to help me, and this is what I expect, and in return this is what I will do, and this is what I will pay. The job spec, one of the main things was a valid license would be advantageous, and then they can help the driver, or they could also drive sometimes. Assist and collect equipment, keep the truck clean, be wet storage by 8, event days, working times, how equipment should be kept up, when we are packing, how things should be packed, because I also found that I always get frustrated with how they packed things. And then also when it comes to offloading and breakages and stuff like that. And then I jotted down about now event week, which was a new heading. About on event week, we usually work the most on a Thursday and a Friday, and then we only do Wednesday if it's like a big event, but most of my events I'm capable to do them from Thursday to Friday. So what happens on Thursday, what happens on Friday, what do they get? I've also started having a book, so I'll print out a contract, the client's contract, obviously omitting details, you know, that are confidential. So on Thursday my guys then get the book. They have the pack list, or the quote in essence, where I would have outlined to what are the things and the equipment that they need to pack and get ready. Over and above that, I also give them like a spreadsheet or a tick sheet, so that I can see, okay, for Thursday this one needs to be done, and minimum ticket, because another thing, time and people just doing what they're supposed to do, it's becoming a problem. Then I mentioned on site, on event day, things that how I want to work, and how we basically must just navigate ourselves at the client's home with the guests, setting up, event breakdown. We're done setting up, masuge mpamko client. If we're staying, a truck must just be parked, you know, far away. I also speak about event breakdown times, that I'm not going to be very strict on event times with the clients and with my staff. So my issue is when they break down late, it means that they eat transport, it takes a payla where they need to get home. So then I need to forfeit the bill of paying an Uber for everybody to get home. So this could be several Ubers, guys, at a time. So this is now outside of the money that I pay them, and outside of the money that I actually charge the client, because I only charge the client for the truck in my car, not for the Ubers in the evening. And then also my thing is safety for them when they get to the taxi rank at that hour. And then also safety for the truck guys. I don't get nightmares, but like, I know it is a living thing. La truck, it's a wanted, it's a most wanted. I never ever drive that truck fully at ease, because I know earphone and the hijacking stats of that truck are ludicrous. So I never want to put the responsibility on the driver and the staff. So the sooner the truck can go home, the sooner they can get home, I'm happy. I'm going on a live, just a quick one. I enjoy doing, not that I enjoy doing the lives, but I think, like, not it's not uba lives, but I understand the benefits of doing a live. So anytime where I have like an hour or some time, Nancy E, good day, thank you, birthday deco prices inquiry just came in. Ooh, so many people. Hi. Already giving me hearts. Because I'm trying to I'm doing a vlog today for my channel. Hello Charlene, I'm doing a vlog for my channel today because I've been lazy. So today we're talking employment contracts, we're talking the Google business thing. Did you guys see the video? Yeah, Google business, Did you guys do it? Nibonile, and did you do it? I have an hour with you guys. Let's talk. Let's talk employment contract with staff, and let's talk about Google business. Ne? And then you guys send her business. Vinyl and card company. I don't know if it's my camera. Let me try and clean this camera. Right up. Something doesn't look hundreds. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Card company, that is the lady you guys need to get in touch with for a workshop. Ne, if you guys put enough pressure on her, she'll have another one. I know she will. Okay. Let me quickly update myself. Lucia says, yes, the video, Lwando. I'll work on site on the weekend. What, Lucia, what video are you talking? I'm asking if you created your Google profile. If I Google you now, will I be able to get information about your business? Kumalo finally stumbled on your live. Hello, Sissy. Welcome. Like, I'm very unstable with my lives, guys. I'm like, it's not something I want to commit to too much because, yeah, week endings for me. Okay, in live, just finished it. Even managed to cook in between during the live because, you know, this thing here, electricity. I need a piece. So what was supposed to be like an hour live turned out to be a business workshop chit chat. Yo guys, like, I went in, but the guys were always, as always, man, everyone's just always really, well, the people in my lives, they ask questions and I always give as honest answers. Bond my journey, there was like, yo, Lwando dropping bombs, so great. Thank you. Without further ado, we're gonna talk about Google, the Google business, so that I can get you guys on e-Google business. And I know you guys know e-Google business, but chances are anihoyanga because, well, most people are by e-Google business by title by night. No, nice guys. I'm quickly gonna talk to you guys about Google Play. Once I talked about Google Play, we will start an Google business. Is it called business? Okay, so it's called Google Business Profile. Then, if you go to your phone and you go to your Google tab, search for Google Business Profile. Now, Google Business Profile, guys, is that slot that you see when you Google a company and you're able to see Lwando Luhle and it says 3-star, 5-star. You can see reviews, real reviews from people. Sometimes there are responses from the owner. You can see the times of when the person has posted, not posted, the operational times, so if they close certain hours, if you have a walk-in store, along with your contact details. Now, what is nice about this thing is that it gives you credibility. So then I posted the video on TikTok. I want to find it now. It is currently on 6,407. Wow. So if you come and you Google me, example, this is the search that you will see when you Google my name. Okay. So this part here, you guys can only see it because I'm logged in to Google as the account. So I'm logged in as myself. So I'm seeing the back end of Google, of your business on Google. But Nina, this is what you guys would see. Photos, very important. Now, the reasons why I highly recommend you getting this is that it is the next best thing that you can do for yourself if you don't have a website. So, but if you have a website, you can link it up here. And as you can see, I have a 5-star rating. It says I'm closing soon because my hours are for 4 p.m. and I open at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, my number. Now, when people Google you guys, they are able to get images of the net, of anything that you've ever been part of, affiliated, posted, tagged on. But I think because I have so much content, most of the images that would be filtered up are thankfully images that I've posted myself. Yeah, most of them are thumbnails to YouTube. And all my hashtags there: Facebook, balloons, bespoke events, party decor, Africa, Joburg, South Africa, Ulwando Luhle, Lax, balloon garland. The list goes on. Benefit of having a Google profile, guys, the fact that it's free. Yeah, it is free to have a business profile or Google on business, especially if you do not have a website. This is something that you should be taking advantage of. What it does for you is that it allows your business to be on a platform where it's accessible to everybody else. So it's great. You have your social platforms, but you need to have something that is not dependent on an app. You need to have something that is more credible. What's more credible than Google? Maybe a website, but even a website sometimes, yeah. Second benefit of having all business Google is the fact that you can create your page or how you want your business to be portrayed. It's in essence of having a piece of your company as part of the Google network. So no matter what pictures you have out there, you now have the ability to choose the pictures and the work that you want people to see. So if you are a baker, you'd post cakes. If you are in decor, you'd post decorating pictures. If you're a makeup artist, you'll post pictures of people you've done makeup for. And that allows for anyone who Googles you to see the work that you are selling, because you always want to post and share what you sell, not the mediocre work. Which, guys, I highly encourage this. If you are in Soweto and you want clients in Soweto, you can put your address when you load your profile for Soweto, so that anyone in Soweto who searches the services or the name that is affiliated, anything affiliated, guys, to your business, you will be on the list of companies that will be recommended to them. Because yes, the new millennials are using Instagram and TikTok to search. It's their Google, ne? But their parents, the clients that you want, are still Googling, and they trust Google a lot. They trust Google more than they trust people who just post photos on social media. Now, what you want to do is you want to have an engaging platform. Over there, I have a 5-star rating. Okay, that's 5-star rating. And we're just going to scroll down to click on get more reviews. So every time I have a client or I book an event, I make sure, I never forget this part, guys. I always send this link to my client. There, 22 Google reviews. Okay, let's click on it. And over here, you can see I've had 22 reviews, and on average, I'm on a 5-star. Now, these are real clients I've had the pleasure to work with. Excellent service, very happy, certified customer. Now, she is a return client so many times. Luando is one of the best in the business. She really takes time to be more than just your planner and makes you feel like a friend. Definitely took all the stress out of my planning my event. Luando is professional and goes the extra mile for all her clients. I appreciate her efficiency, as events can be stressful. If you want peace of mind, book Luando. A client of mine, not a client, prospective client, you're still doing your comparison, your checks, and you see a review like that, are you not going to want to book me? Is that not going to just sell you to book me when you read reviews like that from actual people with profile pictures, just to prove how authentic it is? Also, it also allows people to actually ask you questions directly. So I've had 1 or 2 people send me questions. Hi, I need your services. And I was like, but okay, why don't you just use the number? Why did you click the button for I need your services? But anyways, I understand, but I'm happy with regards to the engagement. Now, the benefits of having the reviews and the engagement is that it pushes your ranking up on the Google ladder. People search Ulwando Luhle, And the more people who search Ulwando Luhle, the more reviews I have, the more five, because sometimes I don't even have to type, you know, they just select 5 stars or 3 stars. That all talks towards people being engaged with my business on Google, my profile, and pushes me up the ranking ladder, so that I'm one of the 2 people, I'm one of the 3 people. So if you ever notice when you Google, it's not by chance that there's page 1, page 2, page 3. Those number 1, number 2, number 3 people who are the first to be recommended. And you guys know, it's rare that people go to the second page. It's rare people scroll down to the bottom of the page. If I Google something, I'm only going to check the first 3 or 4 places that Google has recommended to me, and I'm going to go them, because in my mind I'm thinking, if Google is recommending these people, they must be great. I check their profiles. They've got nice, decent pictures, full information. They've got reviews. I call them, they answer the phone. Efficiency, I book, I pay, I purchase, whatever business that you're in. One last thing I love about Google Play is the fact that it also helps you check your performance. So you can check Uguti, the people who are researching or Googling you, Bapi, and the people who are going onto your profile and checking your profile, how many were they? So I get a report, I think it's like a monthly one, where it will tell me, Uguti, this month's performance, views were high, interactions were dondonzi. And that also helps me understand, oh, okay, when the views were high, I actually did have a high rate of inquiries at a certain point. Guys, so when I posted this video, right, now, the other thing about social media, well, TikTok, it's the videos that you don't really think about that much that go viral. But on occasion, I am aware that whenever I post content that is of this type of caliber in terms of information, excuse me, it does go viral. And the views are in 6,000 Rand. And suddenly, Mali, the views are on 6,000, 6.4. But the part that staggers me is the amount of saves. 343 people have saved this video. 343 people saw my video, guys, and they said to themselves, wow, this I need to bookmark. This is the type of content I need in my life. And that blows my mind. I see the views, I see the views, I see them, but it's the 343 that touches my heart. Like, wow, okay, this video reached the people that it was meant to reach. So from the live, I've got 37 new followers. Another benefit of the live, that's pretty cool. 70 interactions, that's people who've liked, commented, you know, who've gone in. And so usually what I'll do is I'll just skim through. It tells you who added what to favorites. We appreciate you. Let me somewhere follow you. Oh, guys, that's so good. Okay, then I go to comments and then I check. Look at that. Hey bestie, is it free? She didn't watch the full video because I said at the end. You know, then I need to answer everybody here, because I just feel like if someone's going to go through the effort of commenting on umsebenzi wami, guys, the least I can do is sharing my YouTube channel as hard as I'm plugging this. Are you guys doing it? Nangu uloza uti, I am inspired, share mieva. Oh, guys, thank you so much, sis. It's always, honestly, it's the fact that I feel how I feel when you guys comment on my work. And when you do the comments on the videos, I understand that I'm speaking to people. And I think that's the part that makes it extra special for me. Unbox. I would. Oh, but look, guys, yes, a personal piece in here. Every time. Oh, they smell so good. They smell so good. Ooh. Okay, I've had many boxes, but the boxes have never felt like this before. Okay, now I am. Okay, I think I know what I got. Obviously comes with the warranty and an owner's guide, you know, so you know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, honey. I didn't even know they have. Honey. 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 Guys, you know what we think I'm at to guys don't listen. Yes, these guys actually listen. Because the other day I was like, baby Yazi, I don't have glasses, like, because I have issues with my eyes, ne? I have watery eyes when it's hot. If I'm like sun facing, if I'm driving in kushushu, I don't know, it's like the heat bounces off the tar and hits my eyes. And I've been to like ophthalmologist and stuff, and I was like, baby, the doctor says I need to get glasses. It's the UVA, and I cannot commit to buying expensive glasses because I'm like, guys, guys, god, oh my god. Yo guys, ndamthanda lo muntu, ndamthanda umuntu guys, umuntu wami ndiyamthanda. Ntoni entigoqo zapho guys, umuntu wami. I met him after event last week. Now remember, it was a last minute thing and I was stressing, but it happened. And all the client was happy. I still had that thing by now, you know, I could have done more. So now I want to go over my plans for Bizani, the event next week on the 25th of Feb. So Itimiayo is wild one, but it's the wild one for the girl and the boy. So the girl is 1, the boy is turning 5. Okay, so I've just commissioned this other stand that I want from this lady who does acrylic. I'll quickly show you. She does acrylic, you know those shine. So she does these, ne? So I thought, let me just add a little pizzazz to the event and do just something different. Last time I tried to have a car, I actually had it, I asked the guy to do a printout, but it didn't come, it came out great. It was nice, but now for this event, because obviously you know how you must always change izinto, so I want her to do something like that for me. where it's more like a two. This is a 2D one color, and then I'm gonna get my animals to pick through. Like I'm gonna copy that whole setup as is, and then we're gonna do another setup for Indomazana. So I'll quickly do the sketches, charge my battery a bit, then I'll show you my planning process. Just in case you guys are not familiar with it, I thought, you know, there may be someone who has not seen that other video where I explain it, or maybe it might just, you know, boost you guys to see how much thought actually goes into an event, and you may do the same for your events. What did you get?
Another thing. Oh, just Play-Doh.
It's Play-Doh.
Another Play-Doh. Let me just take this out.
Ah, so what's that? You're saying
To take out it, like, yeah.
my process, right, always starts with the look and feel, and I always try to do things differently. So we're doing a wild one again, but I think I found the last way I can try spin it to not make it look like the other ones. And so I started with Pinterest. I go to Instagram and I look for images that speak to the look that I want to get. Now, because I've got a printer at home in my office, guys, my up and coming office, I'm able to print, which is what I've always wanted. Like I love paper, I love holding things, I love, I want to note, I want to color in, I want to mark. So I got these images before my battery died that I was showing you guys. So this would be the inspo for the girls backdrop, and this would be the inspo of just one. So Mama said don't do indoor busy rando, so we're just going to do one backdrop with upapa. We're going to put a vinyl sticker, and then we're going to do the pastel balloons before the boy, where I'm getting this car. I already showed you, right? So the lady agreed she can make it for me. I just felt like, you know, I just want to really go. Not felt like, guys, these days I'm going Pinterest levels. Like I feel like there's no more.
This is how you put it.
Oh, okay. Let's take this close and let's go in. Okay. Bye bye. So we tata pa a microwave. I left you macaroni and cheese. Yeah, nis. Nope, guys. The time to playing is. Yeah, now once I have an idea of the feel that I'm going for, okay, I print all the pictures. So I print them, and I can have that clear vision and make notes next to everything. I also print the quote so that every time I make so I can always refer back to, did the client pay for this? Did the client pay for this? The space. So this is then where I get to this level of drafting layout from what she had showed me. So they've got a pool there. This will be the space where we'll put the cabana, and then the two backdrops will be here. I said to Mom, instead of us doing a mix match, let's separate them. And I'm so glad I said that, because I recently saw Ukuto posting what I want to do, and it's like Ukuto did it. But I know, I respectfully believe she will not feel like because I was thinking to have different chairs for girls and have different chairs for the boys, so to give more dimension. It will be wooden, but why not have different chairs? So I'm looking for so I'm going to do the wooden chairs, but they've got like a bow, and then I'm going to use the normal ones, flowers. So I'm going to get like flowers. I'm going to do like this beautiful flower arrangement in the center, and then we're going to have the animals looking like they're walking in the wild type of setup. A toy that I have, so it looks like it's climbing over into, you know, this jungle. And then on the sides, I will then have the animals just walking around, okay? Because I've got these pretty large-ish animals, but not like around the whole table, just, you know, close enough. So that will be my setup. The boxes I'm going to put on the potty bag on the stand. So there's going to be an actual stand like this that will be lined, and the boxes will be there with the handles plus the picture of the Jeep with the animals on the sides like that. So I'll put them on the stand, and then we put a bit of balloons. Again, I'm trying to fill that space. So for the girl, we are going to do a floral, rosy, greenery vibe, and then she'll also have the animals, and we'll do the same thing. Then I've also decided I'm going to add a play station, like a play park, where not a play park one team, where there is like those painting stands for the kids with the paint and the paint brushes. I'm also going to have like Play-Doh and these bubbles things. So like I really want to fill up that space. So now I'm trying to figure out where do I put what. I said, so this is the list of the things that I've identified that I need to hire, get made, or book, or buy. Thankfully, some things I have. Those are the graphics that we're going for. I love this cute idea of having these boxes with the toys coming out, but budget being a vomi. I also want to try and see if I can't do this one. So I've been searching for the animals. I can't find them in the shop. So I think I might use my old ones and just repaint them gold, so the kids have them in gold format and not as natural. So we're not doing the hats, but I'm thinking I might get a hat just for picture purposes, you know, just for optics. And I want to do that, but I'm not sure about the time. We will definitely also have this, because there is going to be like a treasure hunt that the mom is planning for the children. And then can you see how the animals, you know, just for like guidance. Oh, you see, that's how I'm going to spray paint the animals. It looks so pretty. It looks very, very pretty. So this will be the wooden cutlery that I'll use, and the chairs are something similar to this. So this is what I want to get. So at least for the girl, she can get her pictures, because my main focus for this setup, I actually want to focus a lot on the girl, because I haven't done a Girl Wild one. Then maybe at a later stage, I'll then post the boy pictures. And then for the girl, we're going to do this on the backdrop. When I said I'm going to put vinyl, this is what we're going to. So I'm going to show you now the printouts of the things that we'll be doing for that event. And on Thursday, I'll probably do a video on how I do my event station, because a lot of people on my TikTok have been asking for videos that they can watch repeatedly, because I don't save my lives. I don't know. I don't know. Show the stationery for the event for next week. For anyone who missed it on the other videos or they didn't watch them. This is the one we're going with. This will be for the boy. For the girl, we are going to we're going to go pink. There's going to be a ribbon. Ezoba, you know, it's going to go through, so you'll be able to see it from here. And green for boys. And I want to do pink for the girls. I've decided the girls will get the mini bag. So I'll do these in like a pinkish shade, and the boys will get the chip bag. So I'll see what I'll put inside for them. Girls, boys, we're going to do the adopt an animal. I'm going to find the little gold animals, those faga apa, and tie it with the ribbon, and then that will be the water label. All right, I also found these when I went to a China mall. I like how they're huge, bigger than the normal ones, and they were pretty reasonably priced in terms compared to buying the other one. So I think for the boy, instead of actually doing that whole glass thing, perhaps that you should do for the girl, and then the boy, I give him this. Okay, I see. This is like why I love to do this setup engine, guys. You know, you really get to see event, like I see it over and over and over, and I'm able to like decide by no Lena, this, okay, yeah, well, then decide, Lena won't work, perhaps let's try it this way, maybe perhaps let's try it. But then when a person books me last minute, I don't have this grace, I don't have this chance to try and figure out how I can make anything better, how I can try avoid izinto ezingekho right, understand? And I get to play around. So probably in the week, if not next week, we will go to storage and I'm going to do a full table setup just so I can see it now clearly uba intle with the stationery and with everything, put the water and just like decide, but okay, I'm fully within this one idea or I'm not doing this one idea. Centerpiece ingati, I could put something else at the bottom, ne? But like, so I'm happy though. I just feel like ingati ngabana something else, or maybe it's because I don't have the table here, maybe, you never know. But so far, then these I got, my god, I was so happy to find these, ne? One of the reasons why I was happy to find, this is like gold, these paint things are so expensive. So Lena, it's a board that comes with a brush, the paint things and the stand, and I think it'll be 50% marked down, so I bought 4. I'm gonna keep these every time when I do the event. Then they keep in the midst of all things Valentine's Day. I'm still test that we need to prep for. I'm just so happy. I'm finally at a space where I'm happy about this event. Hopefully tomorrow I will submit artwork that needs to be done so that that guy can do it, print it, and deliver it to me. He Ubers my orders so he can do it this week. I also wanted to go to maybe let me go tomorrow, yes, to a China mall in Centurion. I want to buy balloons at the event, yes, in Mandiangomso, and not delay this any further. And then a China mall, this way also I'll get that hat. So I'm thinking maybe just 1 or 2 hats. I don't want to have a lot of hats, but now that hat, like I said, it's only for like, sorry, that's only for like specific pictures, or maybe just grab one kid with the hat. It's not for everybody because client didn't pay for it. So I'm already doing extra things for her because really honestly she paid well. She's such a nice woman. I mean, we've been talking since last year. If there's one client I think for now who deserves for me to just throw in all these extra things that I want to do, it is her. So guys, thank you for making it this far. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate you guys. Okay, that's how you know my content is real, by the way. I try not to rehearse. Thank you for the comments. I really appreciate it. I really feel like there's something happening with my numbers and I love it. And very soon I'm going to be having a video where I'm going to tell you guys, about how many followers I'm on. Since our chat, when you have the chat wasn't in Jan, I told you about the thing I'm doing with my social media. My numbers, are you guys my numbers? Ha! Very soon I'm gonna send a booty. I love you guys. I love you so much. Bye.